So you want to learn English, but it feels like this huge, impossible mountain to climb, right? Well, what if it wasn't? What if you could break that mountain down into tiny, simple steps you can take every single day? That's exactly what we're going to do here. Let's get into it.
First things first, let's just admit it. Most of the time, learning English, well, it just feels really, really hard. And for a lot of us, that's where the story starts.
I mean, does it sound familiar? The grammar rules seem to go on forever, there's a mountain of vocabulary to learn, and fluency feels like it's a million miles away. If you've ever felt that way, you are definitely not alone. But here's the good news. That feeling isn't the whole story. Not even close.
So how do we flip that script? How do we go from feeling overwhelmed to feeling empowered? It actually comes down to one really simple but really powerful idea. It's all about how you start. Just let that sink in for a second. Every single fluent English speaker you've ever heard was once right where you are, stumbling over words, getting confused, just trying to figure it all out. They didn't just wake up one day speaking perfectly. Nope, they built it. One small step, one day at a time. And this right here, this is the secret. We have to let go of this idea of being perfect because perfection is the biggest enemy of just getting things done. The goal isn't to be an expert tomorrow. The goal is just to start. And all the ideas we're about to talk about are designed to make that first step feel as easy as possible. All right, let's dive into our first set of habits. This is all about just letting the language flow into your life in a really natural, no-pressure kind of way. We're going to focus on 3 super simple but incredibly effective things you can do. Reading simple stuff, listening as much as you can, and watching short videos. So let's break down how you can turn each of these into a daily habit you barely even notice you're doing. First up, reading. Now, I want you to completely forget about those thick, boring textbooks. The name of the game here is fun. Pick up a short story you find interesting, a comic book, or just skim the headlines on a news website. See, when you actually enjoy what you're reading, you start absorbing the language without it even feeling like studying. Next up, listening. And the key here is to listen a lot. When you're cleaning the house, on your way to work, whatever, put on a podcast, a YouTube video, or just some songs in English. Think of it like a soundtrack for your life. You don't have to sit there and study every word. Just let the rhythm and the sounds of English become familiar. And finally, watch some stuff. But here's the most important part of this tip. Please do not worry about understanding every single word. It's okay. Think about how a little kid learns to talk. They don't get everything at first, right? They pick it up from what they see and hear over and over. Getting even half of it is still progress. Okay, so we've talked about soaking up the language. Now, let's flip the switch and talk about the active part, actually using your voice. Now, this one might feel a little weird at first. But stick with me, because it is so effective. Go stand in front of a mirror and just talk. Seriously, it's a completely judgment-free zone. You can say simple things like, "Today is a good day," or "I am learning English." You're getting your mouth used to making the sounds, with zero pressure. Here's another total game changer. Find little ways to sneak English into your daily routine. Change the language on your phone. Try writing your shopping list in English, you see. You're not adding extra work to your day, you're just transforming the things you already do into tiny learning moments. All right, now for what I think is the most important part of this whole thing, your mindset. Because how you think about learning is just as important as what you're learning. I want you to really let this one sink in. From now on, every time you make a mistake, I want you to see it differently. It's not a failure. A mistake is a badge of honor. It is solid proof that you're in the game, that you're trying, and that you're actually learning. When you think about it, this whole journey really comes down to a choice. You can choose fear, waiting and waiting for that magic day when your grammar is perfect, or you can choose bravery, and bravery is speaking today, even with mistakes. Guess which one actually leads to fluency? And that brings us to this huge mindset shift. Please, stop comparing yourself to other people. It's so easy to look at someone else and think they're way ahead. But that's not the game we're playing. The only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Did you learn one new phrase today? Did you listen for 5 minutes? Then you, my friend, are winning. So let's put it all together. Here's your daily checklist, your simple game plan. Number 1, read something short, something you actually like. 2, listen and watch, even if it's just in the background. 3, say something out loud every single day. And 4, weave it all into your normal routine. That's it. See? Totally doable. And really, that's what this is all about. This isn't a test of how smart you are. It's a test of how brave you're willing to be. Brave enough to start, brave enough to make mistakes, and brave enough to just keep going.
So, I'm going to leave you with this one question. Don't worry about next week or next year. Just think about today, right now. What is one small, brave step you can take to move forward? Because that one little step, that's everything. That's how it all begins.